Hello, Star Seeds. It's your captain speaking, Dragon Paul. I know I've been out of the podcasting for a few months. It's okay though because I finished another book. It's a three-part children's book. I'm also working on new merchandise, sweaters, shirts, whatever you want. This is my new hat. Uh, just message me wherever you can find me. I'm also at Dragon Paw um, Instagram. You can find me, or the Starblood Chronicles 5 Instagram. So, yeah, this one's for everyone who knows who Jesus is, but yet no one really knows what he was teaching people. And by the way, the true name they say is Yeshua. It changed to Jesus when the Greeks translated it. So it sounds like Jesus. That's why I don't use it. I choose not to use that. But then more modern linguisticists, I think that's what you call them, linguists, modern linguists say that the proper pronunciation of Yeshua would have been at the time almost like taking the A off. So it would sound like Yeshu, Yeshu, or Yeshu, with a little hint of the L at the end, Yeshu. So that's what I'm going to be referring to Jesus as. So if you don't like it, I can't help you there, buddy. So let's get this started. Let me put my baby away. So I just wanted to give out quotes and little teachings from what I've researched and what I've channeled a little. I like I channel with my writing because I'm a writer. And when I meditate is when I'll write little sayings down. And I was asking for Yeshua to send me things. And so we're just gonna go through some of the teachings, some things that have been misconstrued for religious benefits for the people who are in control of those benefits. They uh, they manipulated a lot, and what I've come to learn are the closest teachings that we have today that Jesus, Yeshua, was was actually teaching when he first he went to the mystery schools, right? And they say he was in Tibet. They say he was, of course, Egypt and even in Asia, and he learned a lot, and that's where he became um, his true self, which he says we can all become. So, without further ado, this is for the goons, goblins, witches, warlocks, wizards, fae. You know what I'm saying? My dragons. And if anyone wants to respond or comment, go ahead, and we'll see. We could make a light-hearted conversation. We don't need any zealots out here because they get hurt. All right, let's get this started. So I have notes here. I call them notes that resonate with me, and let's go over some of them. One thing I've heard about Yeshua is people say he's Palladian spirit, And people say, I've heard he's from the Sirius star system. But the one thing that I know is for sure is that he truly taught self empowerment. It was never to give your power away. If anything lower than love is being taught to you, it ain't from Yeshua, not the true one. So let's go. Full name: Yeshua ben Joseph. A lot of you probably never heard that. A lot of his closest teachings are in the Dead Sea Scrolls. There's some validity to those. They talk about love and love through sound. There's a lot of vibrational teachings out there. The other one that I have, I will be going through lines of is the Nag Hammadi. That's another one that's truest to Yeshua's teachings, but it still has been manipulated. So, I mean, if it speaks to your heart, that's most likely what is going to be Yeshua or Jesus's teachings, and that you can know for sure. So, my notes that resonate here say, take what is loving and leave the rest. So Yeshua wants, even if you read the Bible, take the loving parts and add that to your life. All the other stuff of power, control, and fear, not Yeshua. That's not even source, but people will take whatever helps them to benefit something or somewhere in their lives. So they'll use stuff like that. But take what is loving from these writings and scrolls and leave the rest. Anything with separation is not of my teachings. Yeah, that's one of them. That's Yeshua talking. People do not have to be killed in my name. Religion is an illusion. Love has no labels. All gods are true because source is all and all is one. Therefore, there can be no false gods. We'll unpack that. That's one of the 10 commandments that Bashar um, says he gives us. He says he gives us the true commandment, and that all the other ones, all of them, have been rewritten for the reason of power and fear. You know the rest. Beware these that package and sell you spirituality, because love is free. Okay? If that resonates with you, keep it, hold it, and let the rest go. Find love in your scriptures and share them with each other. Let go of the rest. He probably says that a lot. This one I really like this one because I'll just say it first and then we'll unpack it. Yeah, okay. The cross is a symbol that is not in my kingdom. Do not remember my pain, only my love. I mean, this guy is all about the love vibration. And so let's talk about this a little bit. And I've always felt when I see the cross, it's almost like it's keeping you in a negative vibration because you're seeing someone being crucified. But the actual spirit of Yeshua is saying that cross is not even in my kingdom. If I'm all about love, then that has nothing to do with love. So you might want to change your crosses, but it's up to you. The cross actually I saw was on one of the Anunnaki um, tablets and all of those. It's very old, basically, and then it gets reused and reused and reused. That's how it goes. My death was not a sacrifice. I chose to die because the spirit is the true body. This is the illusion. When you wake up, you're dreaming. When you go to sleep, you connect back to source. That's when you're awake. Yes, it's a paradox. Yes, yes. So, error does not come from the Father. Forgetfulness is error. Yeshua enlightened these in forgetfulness. He showed the way, and that was truth. So the forgetfulness is when we're born in here, we forget our spirit. We don't remember who we actually are, and we're just a fractal of our own um, higher mind. Here's another one from the Nag Hammadi. Let's see. There can be no jealousy between the Father and his own members. And that's telling you that Source is not a jealous God like you have heard before. He set the all in order, and the all is within him. Single minded knowledge. Know thyself is what they're trying to say here. Children have glory in their hearts because they are closer to the Father. Children are very special because their spirit, as soon as they come into this plane, they are the closest things to Source. Then as we pass away, we start to reconnect and start seeing our ancestors more. I'm already in contact with mine, but that's me because I like to awaken myself while I'm asleep. Yeshua clothed himself in uncorruptibility. He teaches those who will learn. So I really like this one because I put out podcast episodes, there, and all that truly matters is the person that will learn from it. Everyone else who listened to it or just scroll by it, if they're not going to learn from it, then they're going to keep going. But if there's something for them to learn, it'll catch them. Whoever remains ignorant until the end is a creature of forgetfulness and will perish with it. So to me, that's saying if you use this life, which is fine, you can use it however you'd like, but if you don't search for the true you, you will be a creature of forgetfulness. Okay, this is a long one right here. The more appearance of what was deficient was the world, and mere appearance serves in the world. For where there is envy and strife, the deficiency, but where there is unity, there is completeness. Deficiency disappears in completeness. Unity will make the heavenly places complete. And guess what the heavenly places are, my friends? My star seeds, my full humans, you, me, everyone. These are our heavenly places, and we have to treat them as such if we want to be more like Yeshua, right? So here I have some notes that Bashar, as you guys know, I met Bashar and I got to ask him 2 questions. That's one of my episodes. Go check it out. It's kind of hard to hear because they don't let you record, so it is what it is. I'm just glad I got to see him. First time I went to LA and I got chosen and he answered my questions and it really helped. So Yeshua did not intend to create Christians, but rather intended to let us know we are all Christ's. Yeah, Christ is. So Christ is a title. It's not his name. If you think that's his name, I can't help. So here's the next piece Bashar gave. He said that when Yeshua said, I am the way, he meant be. Yeshua was the example. When he said, I am the way, that meant be like me. You too can do what I do and even more. Adam is the male. Okay. Adam is the male Homo sapien that the Anunnakis created. And the female's name was Eva. Then over time became Adam and Eve. Of course, they like to change everything for their gain, personal gain. Lilith is she represents the continuation of the link of Homo sapien in the alterations by the Anunnaki that represents the concept of independence. I know that came out weird, but Lilith represents the concept of us humans, Homo sapiens, breaking away from our creator Anunnaki. So Lilith, it represents the concept of our independence. Why do you think religion made her a bad character? Really, they really did her wrong. And when you look at it as Adam, Eve, Lilith, what is that? What does that signify? That is a trinity right there that they don't want you to know. But you're lucky I specialize in things that they don't want us to know. So Lilith acts as a balance point to Adam and Eve. She was removed from the original remixes of the Bible so those in power could control the female instead of letting them know of their own power. The so-called Garden of Eden, it was Eden and now it's Eden, is where the primary laboratory was in the Middle East between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. But there were many labs, there were many people being created, but Eden was the first. Okay, ready? The serpent in the Bible is the symbol of the awakening of the genetic markers that allow the female to be closer to the Anunnaki. Females have more capability to access the ancient knowledge of the Anunnaki. And that's why they've been more and more severed from their truest power, the female, by the patriarchy. The Star of David is a flattened form of the Merkaba. So, it represents the connection to the above with the below. Whereas the Merkaba, this is my favorite tetrahedron. Whereas the Merkaba is two tetrahedrons entwined. So each one is a male, whereas one's a male, one's a female. That's what this represents energy wise. And when they're what do you call that? Moving, they become the spirit, the soul. It's a chariot of the it's a chariot for the soul. And what we call orbs, I think, is the Merkaba just moving along. The true, okay, this is really good. Bashar gave us this little tidbit and only this little bit, but the true commandments were never commands, nor were they on stone. They are on crystalline or crystalline tablets. They have been misinterpreted on purpose. One of them that he gave us states, oh, well, this is from the one from the Bible states, thou shalt not have false gods before me, right? But the original crystalline tablet states otherwise. I am all that is. Anything that you represent me by is also me. Therefore, there can be no false gods. Huge difference. So, Bashar also gives us a little insight on the light on Mount Sinai. He says, oh, and the burning bush. He says that they were extra dimensional Anunnakis trying to help humanity. And no, they were not the ones who created us. They were another form of Anunnakis. It was their spacecraft, the light, and the bush was just an energy orb, probably a Merkaba, that was perceived to be fire. It could have been orangey red for all we know. I mean, it's a fire, so that's what it's going to be interpreted as. Parched. Check that hat out, though. Star Blood. Star Blood. Star Blood Chronicles, baby. All right. I'm going to finish up with some more Nag Hammadi because I know people want to really know what Jesus was trying to teach. Not just about walking on water and turning the other cheek. Okay? So here's Yeshua or Yeshua. I already said this one. The symbol of the cross is not in my kingdom, but that's such a powerful uh, statement. Fear is the power of darkness. Please get that through your head. Anything that is trying to make you feel fear, anger, jealousy, it's being used against you, and it is not any true teachings of Yeshua. You weep because you have inner work to do. Now, this is from the Nag Hammadi, so take that for what it is. If you're a sad person, you're grieving but still holding on to grief, that needs to be let go. Um, you need to learn to start looking inside for your answer. Everything is within you. You can trust me on that. Hell is individual. Death is a fingerprint for each one of us, which means if you're believing in hell and think that you really, really are a piece of crap and you die instantly, you're probably going to go to a little hell scenario that you've created until you decide otherwise. Until you say, I do not want to be here anymore. Boom, you will create where you want to be. Enoch is Metatron. Separate me from religion to hear my true teachings. Separate me from religion to hear my true teachings. That's what I'm trying to do for y'all. Hopefully, it receives you with love, right? Look at yourself as you look at the Shroud of Turin. If you don't know what that is, it's a shroud, like a piece of cloth that people have uh, put in a museum. I don't remember where, but it has the image of Yeshua. So he says, "Look at me. Look at this. Well, look at him on the shroud and see yourself. See yourself. Self-empowerment. Let go of religion. It is limiting. It is a great start, but the light will always be within you." Uh, you might receive this well or not. I was not on a cross. It was a post. I had what you called a NDE, near death experience, while on the post to speak with Source, which means his dad, uh, God. So he basically died on a post because it wasn't a cross. That's just a symbol people have tried to give to the story. The word savior should be understood as liberation. He's not saving you, he's helping you save yourself. Liberation is freedom. You are your own savior, no one else. I want you to save you. Free yourselves from the oppressive systems in place. Source is within you. Yeshua says, let go of religion and seek within as I did. I didn't say it. I am holding your hands as we walk back to Source. If you choose to, every idea and thought of love is a connection to source. Use this guide to vibrate in alignment. When you love you, you are loving me. That's Yeshua. You could tell because that's all he ever says is like love you and you'll be loving me. And here I'll close it up with this last little piece. Speak your truth for your power. Sin is not part of what I am here to teach. Oh, sin is a human creation. For suffering cannot exist with love for others and love for self. It's basic, uh, classic Yeshua. Yeshua. So I just want to say, everything from the heart chakra is the closest you're gonna probably get to Yeshua's teachings. But if you can if you can keep love for yourself first, everything else will start making sense. So I hope everyone enjoyed those words of wisdom. And I'll leave you with this quote from the Bible that you guys have heard me say if you watch my podcasts. Fear will never be the voice of guidance. Namaste. So that's all I have for today for this conversation of true teachings. I really, really hope if any one of these sayings or ideas sparked something in you, you should dive deeper into it and just check out the Nag Hammadi, check out the Dead Sea Scrolls. I mean, when I just have them playing in the background and I'm doing something, it really touches you more than more than a priest, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyways, that was funny. Stay up, uh star seeds, stay up, star seeds. Always follow your heart, follow your passion, and keep a lookout for my new merchandise. It's on the way. Hopefully I can get it to be sold from the YouTube channel, and then it could go straight to your home if everything goes as planned. So love and respect. Have a good night.